Alright, so we just pulled into Domodossola, which is our first train station in Italy, and they just told everyone to get off the train. We're also running 20 minutes late, so I think the issue is there's something wrong with the train, so now we've got to find a new train to Milan. I think the next one leaves in like 40 minutes, so we're gonna go do that. It wouldn't be a trip without these issues.
But the good news is we are officially out of Switzerland and in Italy, and we're still excited.
Country number 3.
We officially made it to the Duomo. Just one of the first stops here in Italy. It's hot, it's full of people, and lots of pigeons.
So we made it to Cinque Terre, Spezia, which is kind of like the gateway. It's not really one of the 5 cities. And we're just walking around looking for a place to eat. A lot of places aren't opening up until about 7:30, 8 for dinner, so we're a little bit early. And our goal is pesto, which is like the regional dish for the Ligurian coast, and also we really want some calamari, which they serve in like these little cup container things. You can kind of take them to go to like the beach and stuff, and then we're gonna do some gelato hopefully. So packed night of eating, but we're looking forward to it, and then we're gonna face plant.
When we were at dinner eating our delicious gnocchi, somebody came up and tried to get Jeffrey to sign a petition, what looked like a petition for the blind and impaired, and wanted us to donate money, and I just followed along with Jeff because Jeff is the nicest person I know and he's well traveled. And he gave 20 euros, which is not that much, but we looked it up and it was in fact a scam. So if you come to this area and somebody comes up to you asking for money to donate to the disabled, don't.
So we just had our first night of sleep in Spezia. We're up early, it's like 6:30, because we're gonna try and beat some of the tourist of the trails. So there's a hiking trail, it's the most popular one, it's called the Azure Trail, and it just takes you between all 5 of the villages if the trail is open. So 2 of the sections have been closed due to landslides, which are pretty common, but we found a really good one between Vernazza and Corniglia we're gonna do. First we have coffee.
I would just like it to be known here that I'm going to be doing this hike with approximately 0 caffeine, which is unthinkable. And also, I've seen people finish the hike drenched in sweat and dirt, and I don't really know what we're in for, but I know I could use caffeine to do it.
So we've made it about 2 minutes into the hike and we're rewarded with our first view.
We've been hiking for only like 10 minutes. This is one of the hardest hikes I've done. I don't know if you can see the sweat on Jeff.
I feel like I sweat more than the average bear, so.
I'm also dying and I never sweat, so we're looking to make some progress. But only an hour left, right?
Yep.
Yay! That's where we're headed. First, more stairs.
So we're at the top and there's a little homeless cat. But I don't see one kitty.
They haven't been used in a while, I think, but this is pretty cool. They all have their own little houses.
Alright, we just finished. We walked past the little post where the guy checks your tickets and you can buy them. I am absolutely soaked, which means the sunscreen did nothing, so I'm absolutely burnt. I know we're technically at the end of the hike, but we still have to go down all these stairs. You can see the ocean down there, just a straight descent. After that hike. Alright, so we're back at the hotel. We just finished the hike. Well, hopefully Brie will be splicing in footage here of just me completely sweating through my shirt. I mean, it was hot. We only have a limited set of clothing, right? We're traveling. We didn't pack too heavy. I mean, we obviously have enough clothes to keep going for the next few days because, you know, we just came from a place where we were able to do laundry. But that being said, this is something I actually wanted to try out really early on just to see how the setup works. So let me walk you through travel laundry. So I have a Sea to Summit dry sack right here with a little window. The reason I got the window is specifically for laundry because then I can see what clothes I'm washing. It's just about 8 liters, so it should be enough for like 1 or 2 outfits. So what I'm gonna put in here are the clothes that we wore from the hike today. All right, so in here I've got some clothes that we wore on the hike today. You can see that it's pretty full. You wanna leave some room at the top, especially for some air. Now we're just gonna fill it with some water. And the other key component is detergent. I also have these cool Sea to Summit little pocket laundry wash, about 50 leaves. So I'm gonna go grab some water and throw in one of the laundry sheets, and we're gonna get to cooking. All right, so I know I talked about the Sea to Summit ones, but this is what we're gonna use, these kind of Earth Breeze laundry detergent eco sheets. This is about the size, probably honestly too much for this bag, but I can't understate how gross the clothes are. I'm just gonna slide this in the top here. All right, I got a laundry bag, there's water, it's sudsy. One of the things you wanna do is let the air out now. All right, so we got this. It's leaking a little bit, I think, starting to. Squeeze the air out, I'm gonna roll it shut. So, I'm just gonna agitate this. Once I'm done doing this, I'm gonna drain the water. It's gonna be dirty water, right? Then we're gonna fill it back up with clean water, and that'll be like the rinse cycle. Okay, so I'm gonna enlist Bree's assistance here. We're gonna empty it out in the sink just so you can see how dirty the water is. Now we'll do one more rinse with clean, kind of cold water. Just massage it.
Good?
Yeah, I think so. This is our Sea to Summit travel clothing line. So when you just make these little knots in it, it's anchored on one point by this. There's a little tie there you can see, and there's one on the other end. We're gonna go tie it up. All right, foiled again. Didn't use the clothing line because there's a drying rack. So we set it outside in the sun. It's incredibly hot here right now. Should probably be dry by tonight. So our first travel laundry.